Anyways, today, guys, we are playing chasing, but we're actually going to give a quick guide on how to loot properly. Isn't that right?
Mahadagi. Yeah, I'm Mahadagi. Don't
Please
ask
never say
why.
that
I'm
again.
Mahadagi.
Okay, so on this map, it's there's multiple loops. There's one good loop. Follow me. So this right here is the best loop for this map.
Dude,
Domain expansion. Yes, it's actually called Abyssal Domain. And the main reason this is the best loop in the game is because, well, you can go over these fences.
only killers can though. So
No, you can have Survivor, but only on one side, which is this
yeah,
one, which is
no,
so bad. But the thing about
it's
this,
actually good though. Like you
so
can.
sketches who have this one spike ability, ranged abilities do not reach. Go to the other side of the bridge, on that side, the lake where I'm looking. Ranged abilities most of the time will not reach. And
You hurt me.
and if they do, it will not really help. Specifically, I'm talking about Sketch's Spike, which can be a real pain. Second, this loop, try and push me when I'm running at you.
I mistimed it horribly.
So, as you can tell, the hitbox is almost perfectly big enough so you can't dodge it unless you see it and react to it. And then
Oh,
Adrenaline, which is the best looping
oh,
in the game, and it's not even close, has so many drop spots. One right here, one right here, one right here if you are really
you could
risky,
probably even put it on the bridge or like.
and anywhere else on the bridge. And what a drop spot is basically you drop it on one lap of the loop and then pick it up on the other lap or any other lap. And this can be really OP because you can just use adrenaline and then in the very same lap pick up another adrenaline. Which
Also,
can be
also
a
water
really
bomb.
helpful.
Also, water bomb is very effective because of its wide range. So if I'm like on like over here and he's chasing me and he catches up, I could just use water bomb and then he gets stunned.
Water
Like
bomb
it's
is
not
really
even.
hard to dodge too.
Yeah, especially on that bridge because like
Oh, okay, I have to be in shift lock. I kind of forgot. Oh, okay, it's just not working.
water bomb.
Well, that was a bad example. Anyways, I'm gonna kill you now.
What is that range ability?
All ranged abilities are like that. It kind of just locks on, but they're not really ranged.
What?
Some good range, but not too much. Domain expansion. So as you can see, there's not much I can really do against this loop. Besides take this one shortcut, which can be cut off like that. It doesn't matter that I'm Sebastian. Looping just is a complete counter to every killer in the game. Especially these medium-sized ones.
So like literally I can just gain like so much distance. Even though the killer can run faster. If you have a good team, man, you're just dead if they keep on doing this loop.
Oh, okay, that normally works, but it didn't this time. Well, that was awkward.
This time that horribly. And also like things like that, if they require knockback, it's easy for the survivor then to like hit. Because if it knocks you to like the left, then and you hit it just right, then yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
let's move on to the
I come
next
back
map.
from that. I come
Anyways,
back for that.
shut up. Let's move on to the next map. Anyways, let's get on to the
Wait,
next map. So, this is a very, very broken map, which looping is a huge problem. Come outside.
I am.
Oh, you're really taking sweet time.
No, I am.
Oh, you're over there. That Nick, I need you to follow me.
I know, but I'm gonna show you. This is a good loop if it's specifically the starter the
You know
Gary,
the
because
range ability can just trap the entire room.
what?
Both of his ranged abilities can trap the entire room for about 10 whole seconds, so you'd be stuck in it. And there's also that.
This one.
But anyways, follow me. There is a very
It's
broken double.
good for incontinent hee-haw.
Yeah, it's good for like extremely bad people, like brand new. So first, since this map is brand new, it for some reason has two broken loops. The first one is the small loop, which is just a decent loop with good visual. The only place you can't see the killer is in this section. But it also chains with a nether loop, which is this one, which is much bigger, and with adrenaline you can get some insane distance. And then
Also, you can go over the fence.
and after you get your distance, you can just go back to the small loop. And you can do
You can
this
actually,
essentially forever because the
yeah.
corners are extremely good blind spots. Like you cannot see around these corners till it's too late unless you're looking down, which then you can just get.
By the way, if you have good timing, you can actually climb over this fence.
Actually, I didn't.
But
Listen.
also, you can just do this and climb over the rock.
Yeah, but rock. Also, always make sure to take sharp turns. Never take a wide turn because it is just a time. And you always should be in shift lock unless you're on mobile. Then it's sometimes better to not be in shift lock.
Are you on mobile?
No. Anyways, there's another broken loop. So it's actually in the really. You don't get any rewards. Anyways, it's in this section, which it
What about the
makes it.
maze?
You see, you can actually go over these, which means you can theoretically loop this. And the killer cannot double back unless they're in that section. Which if they are, you can just do this loop instead.
Yeah, there are multiple loops on this map.
And
It is
don't even get me
like
started about
like
fixed
look at
abomination.
this. Caden, look at this. Look. Like say they're like right on your heel
Like,
or
what?
farm,
They can just and be like, huh? I can't reach
and
you
you can't hit them.
unless you have a projectile. Which means you have to go
Which oh,
all the way around.
yeah, and by
That
that
takes
time they
time.
could just escape.
Like,
Like
see that distance by the time I already get there? With adrenaline, that is a huge thing.
mm.
And don't
and with
even
anything that and with anything that stuns, that's just so much more distance that you can cover.
and this maze is dumb.
Nah,
We don't
that
talk about
maze
this maze.
that maze should be nerfed.
Like the amount of simple loops in this maze. Like this one
Like
right here.
even you
that
could get
I'm-
lost doing it sometimes.
Yes, this loop I'm doing is a very easy loop. It's that there's a ton of roadblocks. But you can
Like
easily get
right there is easy to stun or like push.
pushed. And stuns in this game actually aren't really worth it unless it's a legendary. The reason
Yeah,
is
like my water balloon.
the reason is though
Hey,
no emoting.
dude,
Anyways,
why
well,
not?
the reason is for that is because you can still walk Y stuns, which some killers have extremely fast walk speed when stuns, like the new killer, for example. And also, never go in these paths because the killer will always catch up.
Mm, mm.
Anyways, let's move on to the next map. Now for this map. This map is the certified second best map for looping. And it's because of the singular loop. That is so OP. Nick, follow me.
Okay.
You don't get XP. There's no point in doing that.
Mm.
Okay? So I'm about to show you the most broken loop on this entire map. It starts here. Look at this check spot. You can see from both ways. So see, I'll be around this corner, and you'll see how much time you have to react. Let's see me. With adrenaline, that's just free distance. But you aren't running adrenaline. And then go back
Mhm.
to that spot. I might come from the same side or come from a different side at a random point in time. You could have actually saw me a lot earlier, but I guess you didn't know you could see me from a certain point. And since there's so much stuff to get stuck on, it's very easy to get caught. And here's
Like
how the loop works. And here,
you could just full on stay in this corner, and when they come, you can just
don't interrupt
yeah.
my sentence again. And I'm gonna show you the
Mm.
best lines. I'm gonna show you the best lines for this loop. These are the best lines. At one point, we actually do want to turn wide because there's juking potential at that point. But on any other turn, you can turn sharp. Like, this is the free section to turn wide. Right about here, you want to start turning sharp again. And this map actually has one more loop. Oh, you're trying to win.
I need at least some win.
I'll
You win.
Here, I'm going to show you one more loop, and then you can call.
Yeah, okay, let me just open this door.
Oh.
Where's the loop?
So the loop is actually this entire building right here to my left. You can loop this entire thing because you can get on these bushes and then hop off, letting you take this corner extremely sharp.
Crazy.
And then you can immediately take that corner sharp too. Anyways, call the foundation. Because apparently we're tired of just losing every single round that we're doing in this private server, even though it doesn't matter. It's not like we're actually doing no mess. I think you just disconnected. Ah, yeah, you disconnected, bro. Rejoin. Well,
I guess they don't want me to win. I guess.
I guess it's just fate. Anyways, up to the next map. So this has the biggest loop in the game.
Oh, this yeah.
With adrenaline, it doesn't matter how fast the Missile Domain or any other killer speed move gets you or dash, you cannot catch up. Simply how sharp you can take these turns. Like here, Nick, I'll start here. Nick, I'll start here, and you'll start here, which is usually the same distance that Chase starts at. And on a count of three, we're going to go. 3, 2, 1, go. You disconnected again.
What the fuck?
Well, I'm gonna just do the lines real quick because we're probably not gonna get this map again. I might have to, get this map redone, but whatever. So those are the basic lines.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it right now.
We can just go in your private. You can
No,
just.
I'm saying that.
Anyways, it should be the next map. If it's not, it's gonna be sad. Okay, yes, it is. I'll redo myself adrenaline so I can show you what I mean. Yeah, you know the best loop for this map, and it's not even close. It's this. Here, I'll show an example of it. Nick, turn off
I
your
can't even
music.
catch up.
Nick, turn off your music. Turn down your volume. It is too loud. Okay. All right. My It's not my volume. Uh, nice. Okay. So I want you to start right here, Nick. Okay, right here, and I'm going to start here. Now, just try and keep up with adrenaline for 3 laps. You see what I mean by they need a nerf looping and adrenaline? Because adrenaline is not meant for looping, it's meant to escape chases. But it's clear that I, with my forsaken minded, really don't understand that. And, yeah, you just lost. No, don't kill me, don't kill me. I need to show you a better version of this loop. So you see, the reason this loop is good is because here you can see the killer, so it's hard to get double backed. And then if this door is open, which I'll open real quick, you can see the killer through this. So Nick, I want you to go to the Nick, follow me. I want you to stand here, and I'll stand here, and I want you no go back to here, and then and then I need you to randomly double back, which is go backwards to try and cut me off. Okay, 3, 2, go. Oh, I kind of went early. I'll stop for a moment. Remember, you can go double back at any time. It's not like it's gonna do anything because there's so many check spots. Why would you? Yeah, this window is really good to making sure if the killer double backed or not. Dang, I was just barely out of reach. Another perk of adrenaline. It gets you out of ranged move reach really fast. See how long it took before you could catch up? And then I can just pop down an adrenaline after pushing you, which gives me distance. And then you finally caught up after 2 minutes. And then after pushing someone, you can just use adrenaline to get distance and even more distance. And since this loop is on double backable because how big it is, and there's so many check spots, you can't really do anything against this. Another killer has a dash ability, it's the new killer, but they can't sprint. They're really fast. And the only reason you caught me there is because I didn't have any iframes. Because push got nerfed, so it doesn't give you iframes when you use it now. It's very useful for killers, but looping still needs to be nerfed, and I'm gonna show you with the next map. Okay, so we did not get the right map RNG. So, few rounds. I'll let you do the tasks. This way it's fair. You at least want to do a quarter of your HP because a minute 30 is quite less. But I might be able to tell you that because that one time you didn't even last like around a minute when we were playing casually. And plus, I was grinding out chasing. I'm actually trying to 100% the game right now. I think I just might have to end your misery. I guess this is how Maharaga sees the world. Don't worry, Snake. Domain expansion, abyssal domain. I like how the aura slightly changes to be blue. Some of the time. Yeah, RGing that thing is not very likely. I just have you in the corner. Alright, well, I'll just cut until we get the next map, which didn't really get a showcase. So I forgot to show off one more loop for this map, which is actually this loop right here. There's a reason this loop is good. It's because of the corners. Here. What? This thing is good. I'm gonna use adrenaline now because your thing's about to run out. Yeah. Actually, adrenaline can counter that move. It's just that you have to use adrenaline 3 seconds after. That way you get to go decently fast and you'll still have some adrenaline boost left afterwards. Well, anyways, kill me because we gotta go to the next map and hopefully get the right one. So I'm actually gonna explain what makes a loop good in this game. First, with this. No, I'm talking about the loop being like how good is it in general and how to tell without practicing it. So there's three. Actually, I don't really know about three, but I guess you can count one of these. Uh, so one of the factors is that it has to be a big and wide loop. Otherwise, you'll get hit by Sketch's spikes really easily. Same thing with any other projectile in the game. Second, you actually have to, you know, have a big enough loop that's able to have sharp corners that the killer can't see around, so they can't react to a push. But this is the map we wanted to get because there is one thing. Alright, let's start chase. You be here, and I'll be here. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Not really taking the best corners, but you'll see why this is a very broken loop. I can get one good hit in early, but now that he has iframes, I kind of just have to wait out the iframes. And then I have to wait for a straight line to use a projectile and M1. Then the survivor will try and juke and go this way. You probably should have equipped adrenaline so it would be more accurate. So you could see why adrenaline is so OP. Yeah, but there has to be some kind of killer paths. Because there's nothing you can really do about that. When you use your Might actually take some skill. No, it just makes me go faster. Yeah, that's just how much faster it makes me. Going for that is really bad. You don't really want to ever go for. Well, I'll just cut until we get this map again, so hopefully I'm survivor. Yeah, so you kind of need to be killer so I can show them how you're supposed to do this loop. Anyways, I'll just cut until we get the map again. So we actually forgot a map, which is this one. So let's do the quick loops. So there's actually multiple loops on this map. There's this one, which you already know the drill. This is by far the best loop on the map, but there is a loop right next to it, which you can chain into this, which then you can chain back into that loop. But after taking a lap around this, you can just chain into this loop, which lets you, chain into another loop. Like, huh? And then you can chain all the way back around, do one more of this. You can do a lap of this, and then there's even another loop at the house. And this one's just annoying. There's two loops at the house. There's this one. Move out of the way. There's this loop. Oh, you can't do that. And then there's another loop, which is this. In fact, there's another loop at the house. I don't actually know what that one means, and I don't want to know. And then there's one more loop that I kind of forgot about, which is this one. This one, this one's a 1 out of 10 for loop capability, but it's here. Anyways, I'm gonna kill you now. Yeah. Uh, I don't know actually. I should not have used Abyssal Domain to find you instead of used Instinct, but whatever. That sucked. You were already around the corner. There's no point in aiming that at you. Uh, the only good thing about adrenaline for the killer is that it has a wind up, so it lets you briefly catch up. And if you actually catch up in mid wind up, it deletes the adrenaline boost. I don't know if I. Oh, nice. Well, now you're just dead. Damn. You don't have to threaten me, bro. Anyways, uh, bro, I don't know. It's until we get that map again in your killer. It is. All right, so we got the right map. I'm gonna give myself adrenaline beforehand, like you should do in every LMS. All right, where are you, bro? Lock in. All right, you start here, and I'll. here. All right, and we're going to start the loop and well, chase in three, two, one. Ah, yeah. You should always wait until someone uses their adrenaline. This way, it runs out. But that just gives me more distance than I started with if I push you immediately after. So that's why doing that is not really the best strat. And don't look at the killer when you need to take a turn. Otherwise, you'll get stuck like that, and that's not good. Like, you just have to look at the killer for a moment to see what they're doing. And since this loop is so big, you physically cannot double back this. Like, you just cannot double back it. It's so obvious. And then you can, okay, what? Oh. And this loop can stall for an entire rounds if you actually know how to take the lines properly. Which I'm not gonna lie, I've not done this loop in a hot minute. So you're catching up. Huh? Why do I keep ending behind you? I get I which also gives me a speed boost temporarily. And then I also haven't mentioned this phrase in a while in the video, drop spots. So Nick, stop chasing. I'm gonna show them the drop spots. So drop spot, that's good, is going to be in between these boxes, in between this, in between this. Yes, and also there's less room, so you can easily grab it. This, which means if you go around right here and place it, you can actually just double back like that. If you were running. So if you were running this way, place it down, you can just double back around this thing and you'll still get it. Another spot, I missed it, is right here. On either side's work. I see that you're trying to hit me. Because by the time that you get around, that did not hit me on my screen. We can do this all day, bro. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I mean, I'm still gonna or what? Bro doesn't get right. Popping that right as I'm about to get pushback is rage baiting, bro. Yes, which is the only way you can actually survive LMS. But I'm going to go over the very last factor for what makes a loop good, and it's simply the player and if the killer is good or not. Because if the killer is like top 50 in the world, you're probably not going to be able to loop them. But there are around 1,000 players playing this game daily, so it's not really going to end like that. But uh, anyways, don't forget to do this, like and subscribe.